to you. Essentially, what has the general mood been around the mine looking back 3 years on?
The mood hasn't changed much. Relatives of those who are still trapped underground are still concerned. They still want to be helped to retrieve those people from underground. Former employees that used to work in this mine still want this mine reopened. It's reopening, though, comes with a clause that says if the mine is reopened, they need to retrieve the container that is believed to contain the 3 that are still trapped underground, and then operations can continue. What I can also say is that the community here, the rural community here, was fully dependent on the mine's operations, both here in Lilly Mine and Babrook. Since those mines were closed, they are unemployed. They are unable to provide as they used to in the past for their families. Behind me here is a camp where the former workers are camping and saying that we are not moving from here until something happens in that mine, until those 3s are retrieved from underground. And the families are here too. They are holding on with them. They've been here for over 240 days. They've been here waiting for any help that would come by and give them hope as to what's going on.
Siphephile, has the government been notified that, of course, these families have been camped and stationed just outside the mine in their efforts to pressurize government?
Yes, the government knows that these families are camping here. The camp started just earlier this year. So some officials have already been here. Union leaders have been here. The people that were believed to have obtained rights to reopen the mine have been here. And the owners of the mine that filed for business rescue have been here. They've seen this. And initially, these former workers, as well as the families, were camping closer to the mine, from which they were removed, forcefully removed. And they are here now, which is like I'll say 500 meters or 600 meters away from the mine premises. They camping here. They saying even if you can remove them from the mine, but they'll still camp here until something is done to resolve what is happening.
Well, apart from the families wanting the bodies to be retrieved of those trapped miners down in the shaft, have the families received any other compensation up until now?
Some of them have received part of the money that they were promised. Remember when Minister Msebenzi came here, he promised that those who were underground at the time at which these occurred will be compensated. And those families who have family members trapped underground will also be compensated. Part of the money has been given to some of them, but part of it is still missing. They haven't been given, of which they believe when the business is back and running, that's when they'll be given money. At the beginning of the year, towards the end of the year last year, and at the beginning of the year, there were promises that the mine will be opened very soon, and a company had been brought forward to say these are the people that are investing in the mine. But that fell through, it never materialized. Now a deal, or should I say they are working with the business rescue practitioner, the mine owners, and new people that want to invest here. It's still at infant stages. It hasn't reached maturity where it could be publicized and people would be told that they are going back to work. These people have been promised time and again that this mine will reopen. Those who still haven't got their compensation will get it, and they'll have a normal life again. To date, they haven't got that. These processes are dragging. They are taking a long time while these people's lives have been put on hold. Others are unable to get employment elsewhere. Yet others have tried to move on. This being a rural area doesn't work to their advantage as well, because if you have to find employment that will provide for you, your family and everyone else, you have to get out of this place. You getting out of this place means you leaving your family here and you have to come back time and again to visit them, and it's not all of them that can afford that. So their hopes are pinned on the reopening of the 2 mines and the retrieving of the container that is believed to contain the 3.
Thank you very much for giving us that update. SABC News reporter Siphephile Kunene giving us some updates with regards to those families that have now camped and stationed themselves, in fact, on the Lilly mine, hoping for that container with the 3 trapped bodies to be retrieved, as well as to seek further compensation from the Lilly mine as well as government officials. We're going to take a